Hello everyone, my name is Ardi and we are going to solve problem 4.66 from Nielsen and Riddle book. So the question is find the Norton equivalent with respect to the terminals A and B for the circuit in the figure. Okay, this is the figure and I think I will use the relationship between the Thevenin and Norton current. So we will have this one here. So the Thevenin voltage is equal to Norton current multiplied by the the Norton resistance. Okay, so this is that I note here, and I want to find out this one first, VTH, which is an open circuit voltage of AB, and then the second one I will need to find out the Norton current. So we will have the Norton resistance here. So maybe let's do the first step first. Let's do finding VTH. Finding VTH. Okay, we need to find out the open circuit voltage in this terminal. Okay, let's set this bottommost node here as our ground. So the voltage here will be 0. But then this is 72 volt from the ground. So this node here has 72 volt. And then let's name this node here as node maybe X. Yeah, let's do X. I think that's good. And let's assume the direction of the current. This is going to the right. This is going down. This is going to the right. And this is going to the right. Okay. And I think we can start by using KCL at node X. Okay, let's do that. KCL at node X. And KCL said that the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the current that goes out. The current that goes in is this one here, which is 72 minus Vx. 72 minus Vx divided by 5. And all the other currents goes out. So this one here is Vx over 20. So we'll have Vx over 20. And then this one here is Vx minus Va divided by 8. So we will have Vx minus Va divided by 8. Okay, nice there. I think we can multiply both sides here by 40, right? So we can cancel out all the denominator here. Okay, 5 and 40 will cancel into 8. So we will have 72 multiplied by 8. And then minus 8 Vx. And then this will equal to 2 Vx plus 8 and 40 will cancel into 5. So we will have 5 Vx minus 5 Va. Okay. And what is 72 multiplied by 8? 72 multiplied by 8 is, let me check my calculator first. It's 576. So we'll have 576. And then, okay, for the Vx, we will have this one will be 7. And then 7 plus 8, that will be 15, right? So we will have 15 Vx. And Va is only comes from here, so that will be minus 5 Va. Okay, or maybe we can write that as this. Minus 5 Va plus 15 Vx is equal to 576. Okay, let's have this as equation number. Okay, now let's do another KCL, but this time at node A here. Let's do KCL at node A. Okay, KCL said that the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the current that goes out. Okay, all the current goes in, so that should be equal 0. But yeah, let's do this first. So we will have 72 minus VA divided by 12 is not equal, plus Vx minus VA over 8. Yeah, this is the current that goes in. There is no current that goes out, so that will equal to 0. Okay, let's multiply this one here by 24. Okay, 12 and 24 will cancel into 2, so we will have 144, and then we will have minus 2 VA. Then plus this 8 and 24 will cancel into 3 Vx, and then minus 3 VA. And that will equal to 0. Okay, so we will have 5 VA minus 3 Vx is equal to 144. Okay, let's have this as equation number 2. Okay, and we need to solve equation number 1 and number 2. Maybe use calculator here to put it in equation solver. Okay, let's do number 5. Okay, equation solver is number 1. And we will have minus 5. And then 15. Then 576. And then the second one will have 5. And then minus 3. And then 144. Okay, the Vx is this one. I mean VA. VA is 64.8. VA is 64.8 volt. Okay, and what is Vx? Vx is 60. Okay, Vx is 60 volt. But we need to find out the VTH, right? VTH is equal to VAB. Okay, VTH is equal to VAB, which is VA minus VB. And so we will have VA, this will be 64.8, and then minus VB. VB is this one, the ground, so that this will be 0. So the Thevenin voltage here will be 64.8 volt. Okay, which is quite a nice number. Let's highlight that, and this will be our Thevenin value. Okay, let's do the next step, which is the Norton current. Okay, maybe let's clean up the board and we need to find out the Norton current. Okay, let's do the second one. So we need to find out the Norton current. Okay, let's do the second step of this problem, which is finding IN. Okay, IN is the short circuit current. So we short this AB here, and we need to find out this current here, which is IN. Okay, and I think the easiest way to do that is by using KVL. Maybe let's name this I1. This is I2. And then this is I3. And remember that this IN is equal to I3. Okay, let's do KVL at I1, I2, and I3. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is to do KVL at loop I1. Okay, KVL said that the sum of the voltage in a loop will equal to 0. So we will have what? Minus 72 plus 5 multiplied by I1. But then I2 is flowing to the opposite direction, so minus I2. And then plus, we need 20 there. Then multiplied by I1. But then I3 is flowing to the opposite direction. That will equal to 0. So let's break it out. So we will have 5 plus 20. That will be 25 I1. And then minus 5 I2. And then minus 20 I3. That will equal to 72. Okay, let's save this as equation number 1. Okay, let's do another KVL, but this time at loop number 2. KVL at loop I2. And again, the sum of the voltage will equal to 0. Okay, let's start from the 12 ohm resistor. So we will have 12 there. And the only current that pass through it is I2. And then plus, we'll have 8 here. 8 multiplied by I2, but then I3 flowing to the opposite direction. And then we will have that plus 5 multiplied by I2. But then I1 is flowing to the opposite direction. And that will equal to 0. Okay, I1 only came from this part. So I will have minus 5I2. I mean minus 5I1. And then I2 is 12 plus 8, which is 20. 20 plus 5, that will be 25 I2. And then I3 only came from this part, so we will have minus 8 I3. And all of that will equal to 0. And let's save this as equation number 2. And now let's do another KVL, but this time at loop I3. KVL at loop I3. Okay, and the sum of the voltage will equal to 0. And we will start from this 20. So we will have 20 I3. But then I1 is flowing to the opposite direction. Okay, and then plus 8. What is 8 multiplied by I3? But then I2 is flowing to the opposite direction. All of that will equal to 0. And now let's break it out. So we will have minus 20 I1. And then minus 8 I2. And then plus 28 I3. All of that will equal to 0. And let's save this as equation number 3. So we need to find out what is I1, I2, and I3. Right? Okay, now let's do our calculator here. Let's set up as an equation solver, which is number 5. And 3 variables is number 2. And let's put that in. We will have 25 minus 5. Then minus 20. And 72. Okay. And then minus 5. 25 minus 8. And then 0. And then minus 20. Minus 8. And then 28. And then 0. Okay, so we will have I1 here, which is 12.72. Okay, we'll have 12.72 ampere. And then what is I2? I2 is 6. We'll have 6 ampere here. And what is I3? I3 is 10.8. Okay, 10.8. And remember, the Norton current is equal to I3. So we will have IN will equal to 10.8 ampere. So this is the value of IN, and we need to find out the Norton equivalent circuit. Oh, this is the unit ampere. Okay, let's clean up the board and draw the Norton equivalent. Okay, we need to find out the Norton equivalent. So far we got the VTH. VTH is 64.8. Okay, VTH is 64.8. VTH is 64.8 volt. And then the Norton resistance is 10.8. So Norton resistance is 10.8 ampere. We can find out the Norton resistance, right? So the Norton resistance is just VTH divided by Norton current. So we will have 64.8 divided by 10.8. And what is the value? Let's do exactly that. Set up notation. 64.8 divided by 10.8, which is 6. Okay, we will have 6 ohm. So the Norton equivalent circuit will be like this. Norton equivalent circuit. We will have a current source with the value of 10.8 ampere, and then that will be in parallel with a 6 ohm resistor. This, and this is terminal A, and this is terminal B. And let's highlight this as our final answer of this problem. I think that's all. See you in the next video. Bye bye.